Good evening and welcome to another instalment of my vlogs. I haven't got a name yet, but if you have a little look behind me, this is what I am photographing tonight. This mountain's called Blencathra, and just over that way a little bit there is a little body of water called Tewet Tarn. And my idea is the sky is going to clear up, I'm going to get some nice light across, and I'm going to be able to shoot a beautiful reflection. Very little wind, as you can see. Well, let's get on with it. Right, so I have now made it to the footpath that takes me up to Tewet Tarn. I have been walking for about an hour from Keswick. Been a beautiful walk. So many compositions, but I've got my heart set on one thing tonight, and that's what I'm working on. I'm going to get up there, I'm going to find the composition, hunt around, and I'm going to find what I'm looking for. But here's the footpath leading off, and I'm going to start making my way up now. So, found the tarn. Now here comes the interesting part, and probably the most fun part. What I need to find is a composition that lends itself to the elements, to the light, where I'm going to get that last of that light, because obviously the sun's going to set behind the mountains and I need to catch it before it sets over the mountains. So, I think I found my side for the composition. I'm going to shoot from this side because the sun's lighting up behind me. I'm going to try and find my composition nice and quick, because what is happening is the sun is setting down nice and quick, and I want all these reeds lit up nice and gold. So I'm going to get my camera out and I'm going to find a location. I'm not going to set my tripod up yet. I'm going to find my composition using my camera. I've got my 24 to 70mm lens on, and I'm just going to hand hold it. The reason why is so I don't waste any time then resetting the tripod up or miss the best composition by not experimenting. So I'm going to get my camera out now. So I've got it sorted. I know exactly where I'm going to shoot, and I know what I'm going to have in my composition. Now comes the difficult part, setting up the tripod, making sure it's nice and level, and getting that light. Now that's going to be the hardest part today, because there's still quite a lot of big clouds. It's not as snowy as it was earlier, thank God, but there's still quite a lot of big clouds, and you should be able to see it behind me. It's actually coming into light and going out of light and coming in, so I've got to really make sure I get the timing right. And as I'm talking right now, I'm probably missing my opportunity, so I'm going to get on with this, get my camera set up, get everything sorted. So, I've got my shot all set up, it is ready. All I'm waiting for now is the light, but let me talk you through it. So, I'm going to turn the GoPro around. What I've got in my foreground is I've got all of this nice reed, okay? And then can you see this like zigzag coming through the side of the tarn? And then just over on this side I've got this little tree, and then right in the center of my image I've got the huge mountain. And I'm hoping that this band of cloud here is going to drift across, be perfect, just on a diagonal straight from the top, to make it as picturesque as possible. But what I've got over here is a big ass nasty cloud, really low lying cloud, the opposite to what I want. So the waiting game the waiting game. But anyway, what I've got for my camera today is I've got my Nissi polarizer, my Tamron 24 to 70mm and my Nikon D810. The settings I'm going for this shot, the shutter speed might change, but my aperture is going to be f16. My ISO is going to be 65 to try and keep as much of that noise out as possible. And I'm just going to wait patiently. But while I'm waiting, I'm going to make a time lapse for you guys to sort of speed time up. Right, so it is time. The final light is hitting Blencathra. I'm hoping that once it drops a little bit lower, I might get a bit of a red tip and I might be able to composite that together. But for the moment, I've got a really nice yellowy orange glow on the mountain. So I've got it on ISO 64, f16 to try and give me enough depth through the image, and I've got it on a bracket of 5 stops with an interval of 1 stop in between. The reason why is I find when you have 2 stops, the gap's just too big, it's too extreme to find that right exposure. So I've got it on my timer and I'm just going to fire that off. So all the shots have been exposed now. I've got them and they are looking great all the way through, dark to light to bright. Now I'm just going to keep on doing this again and again and again until I finally get all of the different lights. So I've taken an image before already, and what I've got with this image is I've got a nice golden light coming across and lighting up the reeds. So that's going to be my first base exposure. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the golden light on Blencathra, and then from there I'm going to add in that final little bit of light just on the tops of the mountains. That's going to give me that final beautiful little red finish. And I'm going to wait a little bit longer until the sun drops below the horizon and lights up all the clouds above. So I should have a nice fiery sky, red top, golden mountain and light in the foreground. Don't get me wrong, you can't get this naturally. It doesn't happen naturally. But that is the beauty of photography being art. It's what you create from it. It's not just about finding a location with the perfect light and then producing that image. It's about creating that image. It's about using all of the skills and all of the techniques that are out there to create something that is wonderful, something that is magical. And I think it's a very old view of looking at photography as in that's cheating. It's not cheating. It's being creative. Technology's changed, it's advanced. So should photography. And with that in mind, I'm going to stay here, I'm going to wait a little bit longer, and I'm going to get all of them different compositions. So I definitely caught the best there, and it was stunning. I'm going to create that composite, I'm going to edit that all together. It might take me a while, who knows, but at the moment I am on the hunt. I'm on the hunt for a new composition because I don't think it's quite over yet. I think there is more for the ones that are willing to seek an adventure. But what I'd like you to do is comment in the video below and tell me what you think of the shot. I'll show you it now. But I'm interested in your feedback. Trying to build a bit more of a community. So any tips, any pointers or anything like that, just let me know. Give me a little word, give me a comment, something like that. But thank you for watching so far. So you thought it was all over. It is not done yet. Wow. I have found a new composition shooting through the valley towards the mountains in the background, and it looks incredible. Not gonna lie, what a day, what an absolute day. I'm just trying to work these trees into my foreground, so I'm wandering around just trying to make it something special. But I think I found it, so I'm going to put the camera down, going to get my tripod all set up. So my tripod is all set up, it is ready to go, camera is having a good time, and I'm just going to focus the bad boy now. So I've got it all set up, I've got it on my brackets, I've got the camera all nice and level, as you can see, ISO 64, f16, and here it goes. And that is looking absolutely incredible. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I have. I'll show you the images that I've taken today, and some that I took earlier on before the vlog as well, just to show you how different the weather can really be in the Lake District. It's incredible. So I'll show you them up on screen. Had a good time. Please give me a thumbs up, please give me a subscribe, and even give me a share. If you know anyone else who would enjoy these videos, let them know, share the wealth, bring them into the family. Right, thank you for watching, and good night.